anybody can become the best at whatever it is they want to become the best at. That's not really the issue. If you put enough time and effort into it, you can become the best. The problem is the outlook on the journey to get to the best, how you look at the journey to get there.
Transmission received. Authorization granted. Welcome to the video.
What's up, dreamers? Hope you're having a fantastic day, or had a fantastic day, depending on where you are in the world. And I have to let you know that you are awesome. Welcome to Driving and Vibing. Whoa. What's the vibe today? Today I want to talk about how to become the best at something, whatever it may be. You want to become the best at your job. You want to become the best at learning in school. You want to become the best at a video game. I want to talk about how to achieve this, kind of the mindset you should be in, the mindset that I've seen. I want to go into the mindset that I was in, and why I think that I, could have done things a little different when I was competing heavily in Counter-Strike many years ago. And talking about all this, really, I got the itch to play some Counter-Strike. I miss it. So let's get into it. We're going to start with the story here. Well, actually, before we get into the story, what is the best? The best is really just perception. So like, you want to be, what is the best, right? Like, you want to be the best at, let's say, let's talk about Counter-Strike. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be the best at Counter-Strike. But what is that? The best in what? The world? The best in my group of friends? The best in the universe? The best to ever play the game? It's all perception. The best is, trying to become the best is thinking about it, using that term. I want to become the best is a way to kind of lack in motivation. When I was playing Counter-Strike, instead of, I was watching all these players, even the players on my team, I would always watch them and I'd be like, well, I want to become the best. I want to become better than them. Look at these players. They are playing so well. They hit their shots. They outplay all their opponents. I desire that skill level. So I would push towards that. And what I should have been doing, and what we should be doing. So there's a little example of what the best is, and a story behind it. Now, this is what I could have done, and I think people should really focus on. Instead of becoming the quote unquote best at something, let's focus on, the value behind that. So I valued Counter-Strike and the community and playing the game. I valued it as a game. I should have, how I should have looked at it was that the fact that I valued that game, and I wanted to put the time into it, and I wanted to become very good at it. I wanted to become a top level player, not the best player. And I'll tell you why. Again, because there's always gonna be somebody better, okay? Changing the mindset to have more value in it, to have, the value over the best, really would help me learn different aspects. So there was different aspects of the game, like throwing smokes and perfecting the smokes, where I was not as good at. I was an entry fragger, so I'd be first in and I'd get the first kill. I was very good at that, but I was not so good at smoke placement or flash placement, all this and that. So my focus was becoming the best. So I tried to perfect my shot instead. Instead, I should have valued the whole game, the game as a whole, and learned every aspect. Some of the best players in the world know every aspect, right? They know every aspect of the game, and they utilize it to their advantage. I didn't use smokes. I didn't use flashes as much as I could have, and that would have really improved my game, even if my shot wasn't 100%. And you can see this when you watch competitive matches, some of these players. So instead of trying to achieve the best, that's a good way, because this is the problem. If you try to achieve becoming the best, and you have a competitive match and you fall short, let's say you don't even perform as well as you wanted to, that's going to reduce your motivation. And every time that happens, it's going to keep hammering the motivation, and eventually motivation is going to stop. This happened to me, where I plateaued, and after game after game, I started getting discouraged, and then I would take the next season off because I couldn't figure out what was going on. And it has nothing to do with my skill. My skill was there. It's just my outlook was and my outlook and how much I valued the game, I wasn't even putting that into perspective, how much I valued playing the game, playing with the players that I played with, and being able to compete with all these players. All I could think about was that I am not the best yet. And that is the problem. If you like what you heard, hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. Tell your fellow gamers. If you have any tips in this specific example or video that you heard here, let me know. I'd love to hear them. The community would love to hear them. Hit that subscribe button for more content like this, and I hope to see everybody in the next video. Later, dreamers.